Welcome back. I am Unapologetically Eric. You can find me on Facebook at Unapologetically Eric or on Twitter at Eric Not Sorry. So I'm going to do something quick about politics because politics is getting fucking weird lately. Like, weird. So we all know what happened in New York with the case with Donald Trump. Ryan, my buddy Ryan and I, we covered this on one of our more recent episodes on our podcast of Two Guys, One Campfire. And we discussed our opinions of it and bullshit that it was, and the shenanigans and all that stuff. But, yeah, it was bullshit. The whole Trump case was fucking bullshit. Anybody with half a brain knows it's bullshit. So now, after Trump was found guilty, the left political people are now like, if Trump gets elected, he's going to go after his political rivals. Really? Do you not know what ironic means? Because that shit's happening now. People, they have gone after Trump, the presidential candidate for the Republican Party. They've gone after him, but he's going to go after his political rivals. Okay. Steve Bannon, he has to report to prison in July. If you don't know who Steve Bannon is, Steve Bannon was part of Trump's group or what have you. He was like his right-hand man for a while there, back, I think, in 2016, 2017, something like that. So he was sent to court because he was found guilty of, let's see, what was it? Something regarding Congress because he, basically told him to fuck off. It was some J6 horse shit. I think it was contempt of Congress. That's what he was found guilty of. No real crime. But because he's connected to Trump, he's got to go to jail. Trump's lawyers also been in court on trial for charges of whatever. But he's the one that's going to go after his political rivals. Okay. Here's another weird one. I don't know how many of you are aware of Joe Biden's daughter. I think her name is Ashley Biden, and her diary. So, if you're unaware, Ashley Biden has a diary. Had a diary. I believe she stayed at a hostel or a hotel or B&B, I don't know. And she left it. And the people that found it, they wound up selling it. They were arrested for this because technically they're stolen property. I mean, come on, if you ran a B&B or whatever and you found someone's personal property, what do? You contact them and say, hey, you left some of your shit here, come and get it, or we will mail it to you at your cost, right? That's what you would normally do. Well, the two people, I believe it was a guy and a gal, I don't know their names, I'm not looking it up, I don't give a shit, no point to the story, but they got arrested and went to court. Now, before the court thing happened, some details of this diary were leaked. And the press came to the defense, of course, of Joe Biden and said, that diary is fake. That is fake news. It's all a lie. Don't believe it. Because some of the details that came out from that diary, she wrote in there that her father, the person in the White House who was shitting his pants, would bathe with her. I don't mean take a bath when she's a baby. I mean, I know many parents, when they have an infant, they may sit in the tub with their infant and bathe them. Okay, that's great. No, not then. But when she was older, she could bathe by herself and should have. She wrote that Joe Biden would shower with her and put things in there like she was uncomfortable and thought she was, I don't know if she used the word molested, but she did write some things in there that would lead you to believe that there was some nefarious shit going on. And again, the press said, no, that's fake. It's all lies. It's all lies. Well, these two individuals, they went to court for selling this diary. And they were found guilty, as they should have. As they should have. And whatever their penalty is, you know what? That's on them. But because they won, they were found guilty. Because of this court case, all of the defenses that the press put up is gone. Because we now know, because of the case, this diary's fucking real. It's real. This is not fake news. It's not AI generated. It is real. And before the sentencing process, Ashley Biden herself wrote a letter to the court. She wrote the letter, I believe, to the judge regarding, throw the book at them, so to speak. Not throw the diary at them, but throw the book at them because, the pain and suffering that she has experienced because of this, because some of her personal private thoughts were made public. So also that tells you that is, her diary is real. So, the rumors through the years of Pedo Joe, outside of the videos of him sniffing kids and touching kids in a, creepily, not in a grandfather way, fucking creepy way, really, for me, it already stood out as something I was like, what the fuck, dude, he's a creep. Now it just gives it more credence. He's a fucking pedophile. That's it. And he did, yeah. Yeah. So again, politically weird shit. And now we have another politically weird shit going on. Hunter Biden, the crackhead son of Joe Biden, he's now in court because he purchased a firearm. And for those of you that don't know the process of purchasing a firearm, when you, in any state, when you go buy a firearm, you have to fill out a form, and then they do a background check. Now, on that form, one of the questions is, are you a user of illicit drugs, narcotics? I don't know the exact verbiage, but basically it's are you a drug addict? Yes or no? He put no. But we all know he smokes crack. And he was smoking crack in and around and after the time he purchased the firearm. So, charges have been brought, and which is why he is in court, because he lied on the federal form. He lied on the form. People are coming to his defense. Of course. He's got a disease. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Hey, I don't know Hunter Biden. I hope for his sake he gets sober for his kids and his own health. But when he bought the firearm, he was smoking crack. So he lied. So he's on trial for that now. And so one of the people I listen to, I've mentioned before, is Tim Pool. And he brought up a good point. He goes, I hope he's found not guilty. Not because he's a supporter of Hunter or Joe Biden, but because he believes the form is bullshit. Because you have to self-incriminate yourself. I believe is a violation of the Fifth Amendment, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Look it up. I didn't. I'm going off of memory. But ultimately, that's what Tim was saying is and when you fill out this form, you have to self-incriminate or you just lie like Hunter did. He lied. So he's like, I hope he's found not guilty because that form is a I believe he said is the Fifth Amendment violation. And I'm like, yeah, he's got a fucking point. He's got a point. So again, he is now, like I said, he's in court. I don't know if they rested their case yet. I think they did this past Friday. I don't fully remember. But the president, Joe Biden's son, is on trial for smoking crack at the time he purchased a firearm because he lied on a form. And then details came out in this case. One thing that's not a secret was after Hunter's brother Beau died, Hunter started banging his sister-in-law, Beau's wife. So his brother dies, and then he starts banging his wife. That was not a secret. Everybody knew that. But what we didn't know was he got her addicted to crack. Fucking what? Bro, this family is... We need Jerry Springer. Let's bring Jerry Springer back from the dead and get this family on there, because I am sure chairs will start fucking flying. That is insane. One, dude, you're banging your dead brother's wife, and then you get her hooked on crack. You are a piece of fucking work, man. Piece of work. And now there's more leaked video from from the Hunter Biden laptop. There's more leaked video. It shows a woman in her undergarments running out of a hotel room and running down a hallway. Then there's a naked Hunter running behind her, chasing her. And then about 15, 20 seconds later, he is dragging her, physically dragging her. She is on the floor, screaming, and he is dragging her by her feet back into the room. What the fuck is going on, man? Now, obviously, you can't say, well, the kid is a piece of shit, so dad's a piece of shit. Not necessarily. I have my own opinions. We all do. But what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? There's some weird political shit going on. I mean, normally it's this party versus that party, and this, well, our presidential election's coming up, so it should be, hey, who are you rooting for? And the debates are coming up, and I'm looking forward to that. No, we've got a former president found guilty, whether you believe that the crime was true or not, doesn't matter, but a former president has never, ever been convicted of a felony. Now we have it. We have proof that the current person in the White House did some unsavory things in the shower with his daughter. And then his son is on trial for lying to the feds because he's a crackhead. This is some fucking soap opera shit. Isn't it crazy? I hope you all are laughing about this as much as me, because otherwise I'm just going to cry, because we are the laughing stock of the fucking planet. There's all these wars going on and money, just our tax dollars getting pooped all over, other countries, and meanwhile we're fucking living paycheck to 2 days before our next fucking paycheck, like me. And it's nutty, bro. It's fucking nutty out there. So any other weird political shit that I can think of or I come across, I'll do another episode. And if there's something that you heard and you want my opinion on, shoot me an email, send me a message, post it on Facebook, X, whatever, and maybe I'll record something more about that later. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all's support, and until next time, take care.